It's so sweaty.
It's the humidity.
It's so sticky. Welcome back to No Ordinary Path. I'm Kristen. This is John.
Hi, everybody.
John is the travel nurse, and we are a family of 5. We have 3 kiddos and a dog, and we live in Dorothy, our 44-foot long toy hauler. Not travel trailer, toy hauler.
You almost said it.
I almost did. We spent 4 years on the road in our travel trailer full time. We are sitting here today because we have already relaunched. Now that episode is coming soon, I promise. But we have relaunched back into full-time travel after purchasing a house in Phoenix, Arizona as our home base. It's uncanny how many things are similar this time around. We have a new trailer, right, which we did the first time around.
Yep.
We went on side trips with this trailer.
Yep.
Just like we did.
It's brand new too because I had never pulled anything as large as I did when I pulled Wendy, and here we go. This is a 5th wheel where Wendy was a travel trailer, so never done that either. So again, it's a bunch of firsts.
Yeah, it felt.
But feels similar.
All of this felt like new, but also like total deja vu.
Right.
The timing of everything is the same. We launched in June of 2018, originally in our travel trailer. It is this guy's 9th birthday. It is also
jazz hands.
Launch day! It's launch day! And we launched June 2nd in this, so it was just uncanny. Oh, and we were unloading our house furiously in the weeks leading up to our first launch, and this time we were loading our new house up with furniture furiously up to the very last minute. We were settling things down before we left, so it was just this frantic let's go get on the road. It was so funny, the deja vu that was happening. We were loading up Dorothy, our toy hauler, in Arizona, and we kept having flashbacks to when we were loading up Wendy because it was so hot. We were in Kansas, and I remember filming, and it was over 100 degrees, and it was also over 100 degrees in Phoenix. It is 95 degrees outside, heat index in the 100 to 105 range with high humidity, and basically stay indoors if you can. We just kept having these flashbacks of like the uncomfortableness. You can't really run it off the AC because we don't have a 50 amp at the house right now.
Yeah.
So we had all the windows open. It was crazy. But there are a few things that are absolutely different this time around, and most of it has to do with our mindsets. But we definitely, if we could go back and talk to ourselves 4 years ago, there are some things that we would tell ourselves.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, right off the bat, there's just things that we would do differently. Like, for example, I was filming something earlier about the truck, right? We used the truck to pull Wendy because it was what we had, and, it was still within the numbers. I know everybody's got to argue with me about that, but it was, and we did it. But going back, I will always purchase a truck to fit the trailer now.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, this truck here, which we call Ruby, is, a 3500 HD dually, and it pulls this thing just fine.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference in the way that it rides, and just making sure that you have enough truck for your trailer.
Absolutely.
We would have absolutely updated our beds first thing. It would have been a huge priority for us. In Wendy, we didn't upgrade our beds until probably 3 years in. We were trying to be super thrifty, and so we cut up our Tempur-Pedic mattress, our old one, to fit into the bunks, which worked, and it was comfortable for the kids, but they were so heavy, and I think that mattress was 20 years old.
We're really fortunate because we did partner with RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding, which sells all of their beds. Now, they're really a neat company because specifically for RVs, you can get all sorts of different sizes, different firmness levels, and some of them have really amazing features like, cooling and those kind of things.
The nano stain resistant.
That's what we got for the kids.
Yes.
We specifically picked out the Wanderlust.
Yes.
Which is and it's in a 6-inch. Again, these are for the kids, but it's a foam mattress that has this awesome nanotechnology, so it's totally stain resistant.
Yeah.
And we got both of those for the boys' bunk beds, queen size. They ship right to your door, which is really easy. They're prepackaged. In fact, there's an awesome install video we did. You can check it out up here. Oh, up here. I always do it wrong.
I know.
I don't know what my problem is.
They ship for free,
Yes.
which is awesome. And then you also have a 120-day money-back guarantee.
Well, they come with a 10-year warranty also, but the 120 night is like a sleep night guarantee. So if there's something you want to change up about it, or you don't like the product or anything like that, you can ship it back to them and they'll ship you another one. Also made in Arizona. Actually, their factory is right in Arizona, so they're basically in our backyard.
Yeah, and it's really nice to support companies that are made in the USA.
That's right.
The RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding has offered our viewers a 20% off discount when you use our code NOORDINARYPATH. We'll put it down here at the link in our description, which is an awesome discount plus that free shipping.
Like, your mattress should be a priority. We don't really think so much about it, but so much of like your health and that kind of stuff is wrapped up in getting quality sleep, and people don't think about that enough.
Another thing that's different is that we wouldn't have waited so long to do upgrades to the trailer. In Wendy, it seemed like we waited a really long time to make any changes to make it feel like ours, because we were just like afraid that we were gonna hurt the
some
value.
of it was like hurting the value, and is it going to change the warranty, you know, because we purchased a warranty with it, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it took us a long time before we felt comfortable enough to customize it.
And while we're not going to do any painting in here, because we actually really like our cabinets in this trailer, and we bought it because we love the layout, so there's not much to change on the inside. We knew immediately before we ever hit the road that we were going to update our locks, that we were going to get a backup camera that we really liked, and just a whole list of upgrades that we weren't afraid to just go ahead and do up
That's
front.
right. One of the other things we learned was that you don't need like half the stuff that you think you need, right?
Yes.
Like, even what we pulled out of Wendy and put into the house that we had purchased in Phoenix was a crazy amount.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, you're going to get really good at troubleshooting everything. It's fine. You're probably nervous that you're going to run into problems, and guess what? You will.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you'll figure it out, because you
Yeah.
will. How I view school is immensely different. When we first hit the road, I was so nervous to homeschool. I didn't think that I was prepared. I was worried about if I was teaching my kids enough. I understand now that everything is a learning opportunity, and that was something that was learned over time, and so
you definitely feel more confident.
Yeah, I feel
would
much
say,
more confident
doing
now.
this, with the kids.
If you're launching right now and you haven't hit a school year yet and you're kind of nervous, it's okay. You'll get through it. I promise.
Yeah. Black tanks and managing the blacks, the grays, and that kind of stuff is always like a learning opportunity, and we always try to avoid the dreaded like brown showers. And if you guys don't know what that is, you'll learn.
Oh gosh,
but you
I hope
can kind of get the idea, right? All right, so I have a funny story to tell. This is my Wallex stash. So Wallex, if you don't know them, they're the company that makes these things. You guys have seen these on every shelf, everywhere, in every RV store, in every Walmart, in every place that has anything to do with RVs there. And I have used these for a very long time. Wallex reached out to us and they were like, hey, we'd love for you guys to check out our products, make a video or something about them if you want to. We're gonna send you a bunch of free stuff. And they did. They sent us these, they sent us the Commando, which is apparently like a black tank cleaner. I haven't even done it yet. The Bio Packs, which are the enzyme ones. And they have these odor eliminator things. We put one by the trash can that smells like citrus, works great. Anyway, so they have a lot of really cool stuff. But the funny story is, the other day, the kids succeeded in actually clogging their toilet in Dorothy. And I mean, like, this wasn't a little clog. This was a full-on clog in the toilet. The tank itself was mostly empty, but the water would just come up, and it wouldn't go down anywhere. And I'm just dreading the whole process. I don't want to get down there and poke a hanger or, all the different things. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to try use the Porta-Pack, which is, like a chemical kind of thing that is also environmentally friendly and biodegradable. Interestingly enough, it says right here on the packet, safe for the environment. I was not playing around, and there is a little thing on this package that says for large families you might need to use 2. So by God, I put 2 of them in there, and I just put them in there, plopped them down, and let them set on top of that clog for like 10 minutes. And I came back later after the water had trickled out a little bit, refilled the bowl as much as I could, and then crossed my fingers, said a prayer, and flushed it down. And sure enough, it went right down. I do love these things. The smell of these black tanks gets kind of nasty, and I've found it's just so much easier to drop it in because that's what their logo is, and it is just the truth behind it. You don't really have to think about it. You just put 1, maybe 2 in there if you got 3 kids just destroying a bathroom in the back like we do. And it works great, and I don't have to worry about it. And not only do they make stuff for, like, you know, all the black tanks, I didn't know this until they had sent it us, but they also make stuff specifically for the gray tanks that you can put in your sink. It smells like lemon. It's nice stuff. They also have, like, smelly things that you can put, like, you know, just in the kitchen or in the trash can.
Well, when we launched initially, I was not prepared for the smells of an RV. So relaunching, I understand sometimes things can get a little bit smelly, but fortunately there are products like the Wallix products that can help you get rid of the stench. Another thing that I would tell ourselves 4 years ago is quit stressing about where you're going to stay.
Yeah.
We actually canceled our very first contract initially because we were like, there's nowhere to stay. Where are we going to stay?
Yep.
And then they were like, well, we'll help you find some place, which they did.
It was the most expensive place I think we may have ever stayed.
Yes, it was very expensive.
But,
and it was our first contract, so we didn't know any better. But since then, we have never had a problem. I mean, we've always found a place to stay.
Correct.
Sometimes it was kind of problematic, but it always worked out.
We've been doing this for a while. We learn that there's generally places to find, and it's not that tough. And even if it's, you know, boondocking or lot docking, there's usually opportunities.
I have some ideas for you. We've made a few videos about how you can find places to stay, especially if you are going to be somewhere on contract and you're worried about being able to stay there for 3 months at a time. I mean, like I said, we have run into troubles, but we, in the end, have always found some place to stay, and you can find that video up here on how we've done that. Speaking of boondocking, that is the final thing that I would tell ourselves 4 years ago is figure out boondocking immediately. And I know it's not for everyone. It definitely was for us. And we really jumped into it maybe 5 months into full-timing, so it wasn't terrible.
I really like free.
Yes.
It's hard to beat free.
We really like
I really
free.
like that.
Except in the Midwest. I don't like boondocking in the Midwest in the summertime.
Yeah.
No, not so much.
It's a little the humid is
so
tough
humid
to deal
here.
with. Yeah.
It's so humid.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up, everybody. Thank you for being here. Hit the button, the like button. That helps the video a ton. We've got some really cool content coming your way. Some big upgrades.
We do?
Yeah, all sorts of fun stuff.
I don't even know. He's got plans, you
I
guys.
got plans.
Plans.
I got plans.
All right,
So,
we gotta cheers.
I drank all of mine.
LaCroix, you need to make more of these. These are amazing. We discovered them 4 years ago, and we look for them all over. It's Nicola. It tastes like cola, but it's not. It's water.
It's water.
And it's amazing.
And we only find them in the Midwest and obscure towns.
We only find, well, no, it was in Northeast also, or Northwest also, but obscure towns for sure.
Yeah.
They've probably been on those shelves for 5 years.
It's water. It doesn't go bad. Anyway, guys, thanks so much.
We'll see you out there.